Just kind of describe in your own words, prior to today, if you had put him on his leash and harness, what would the experience have been like?
For me, I would count on hitting the turf. 2 weeks ago, I was on the Highline Canal, and that's one of his favorite places. Lots of smells, lots of things to see and do. And sure enough, wet leaves, and down I go. And that's pretty common with Drake. Is he gets excited, the leash pulls, and down I go.
So is he the kind of dog that would typically get overly excited and pull towards anything he found interesting, things that he smells, things that he sees with his eyes? Would there be a difference in an interesting smell versus his reaction to when he saw a dog or a person on a bike? Like how does that look? Or how did it used to look?
For me, bikes were okay on the Highline Canal.
Okay.
Dogs, depending on who was approaching and their gender, I might get a growl.
But where would he pull the most? Would he pull from an animal or a smell? Was he more interested in things
all the time?
So anything.
I needed a new arm after I was walking with him.
And so I'm curious, what did you learn today about what allowed him to walk comfortably next to you that maybe you weren't doing before?
Well, when I'm relaxed, he's more relaxed. And if I tense up, he tenses up. And when we're walking here around the neighborhood daily, he will react to bigger, noisier vehicles.
Okay.
But it's usually when I'm tense and I'm almost trying to hold him back from doing it. And so, maybe he'll spin around or whatever, or I'll get between him and the vehicle. But I'm not really relaxed.
So you basically see a situation coming and you actually get tense.
Yes.
Before he even reacts.
Right.
So he's probably more reacting to your tension than he is anything else. Like, what?
Quite possibly.
Right?
Quite possibly.
Did you guys notice? So there was a call that came in and it stopped the recording. Okay. So the other thing that I wanted to know if you thought, when I kept saying, focus on the road, focus on where you're going and what you're doing, and not on watching him and seeing what he's doing. Do you think helped a little bit?
Yes, I think it helped a lot because especially if a dog is coming from another direction or right toward us, I'm looking at him and trying to position him or myself vis-a-vis him. I'm preparing for something that may or may not happen.
That's the key right there. So what I want to say, I want to have on camera is how many times I say to people, let him make that choice, then you can make that appropriate correction. But if you start to tense up before he does, I promise you he will feel your energy and he will immediately adjust to your tension and assume that you got tense because of that dog.
Yes.
Right? So now we're creating our own, what's the word? It's like a vicious cycle, right? Okay, cool. All right. So that's it. Switch sides. There. There you go. And then and then turn, let your arm go, and go. Good. See, he's just not used to you not stopping when he wants to stop. Yeah. So he's going back into old habit mode, but you're not letting him. That's good. But now relax your arm. If he wants to walk on that side, switch hands. There. See, I don't care what side they walk on. I could care less. Do I really care? No. As long as I'm moving fast enough for him to not mark anything, I truly don't care. There. Look how calm he is.
Wow. I may keep him.
Kiss, kiss. Nice. Good. Okay, so you guys will have dreams tonight, hearing me say, relax your arm. Beautiful. So this is the behind the knee. Always relaxed on the leash, always. And this gives people who have a tendency to try to use the leash as a control device, where they bend their elbow and they try to tighten up. You cannot do that with this. So it breaks those habits really nicely. You're relaxed, your dog's relaxed. You're relaxed, your dog's relaxed.
For a long time like that, I think.
Isn't that nice?
Yep.
No pinch collars, no choke chains, no shock collars, not necessary. Work with your dog. Now, if he really goes to pull, just let your arm go and turn away from him and walk towards me. Nice. And then go, just like you would a horse. Now, if he really, I want you to swing it as naturally as possible. Try it. And if you feel your arm is stiff.
Oh, I've never had this.
Beautiful. Then go. Good. Turn. Go again. I want you to drive the bus. Don't worry about him. Think about what you're making for dinner tonight. Nice. You see, the second I kiss, what did you do? You slowed right up. Beautiful.
Got it.
Then go. So that's my little warning that he's speeding up, but you see, the second you kissed, what do you do? First time. You drive that bus. I almost wish we would have recorded a before and after.
Oh. 3 weeks ago he pulled me in the dirt.
Nice.
Isn't it cool?
And you can always use the turnaround if necessary. Yep. Remember, it's not about getting from point A to point B. Sometimes it's just a quick turn. It could be just a turn to do that little reminder, and then you can resume your typical direction.
Okay.
Nice. Beautiful. It's like a show dog.
Got it.
Awesome. Put the whole leash in your left hand. Come back. Relax your arm. Swing it like your other one. Make the kissy sound. Keep going. Now, what I would do, because that leash is so long, he will step on it. Take in about 5 inches. So basically, it's going to look like this.
Right.
There. Then go back to what you were doing before. A little bit more. There. Now relax your arm and go just that way, because I can't shoot into the sun.
Got it.
Relax your arm. See, I told you, you're going to hear me say it in your sleep.
Right.
I wasn't kidding.
None of this.
It's a habit. You feel like you got to control the dog, and every time you try, he will control you. Come back. Look at that.
Got it. Okay.
Like all these years, it was this simple. Now, kiss, kiss. Good job.
Okay.
Nicely done. Okay, now tell me something, in all honesty. Has he ever walked that nice for you?
No.
Now, hold on.